How do you avoid getting kicked off, banned, suspended on Etsy in 2024? And that's a big concern because there's a lot of people right now, probably as we're doing this video right here, there's people getting kicked off. And it's scary because you're putting a lot of time and effort into this Etsy thing, and we don't want to waste our time. Well, there are some things that we can do to not necessarily 100% prevent this from happening, but it's definitely going to make or take your chances of getting shut down and banned and suspended and all that. It's going to definitely minimize that. Number one, and this is a big one, and I see this happening, do not, I'm going to highlight that. Don't go after items or products or designs that are copywritten or trademarked. We see this right now where people are still launching products, Taylor Swift, Disney, Yellowstone, the TV show, anything that is out there that people are buying for a concert, anything like that. And you see it and you're like, wow, they're making a fortune. And you're like, maybe, but guess what? They're probably going to get shut down. They're probably going to get banned for life, which I did a video on this channel, by the way, of a lady who was doing that. And she did get shut down. And she actually recorded a video and I just reacted to the video and kind of gave my thoughts. But she was doing Taylor Swift, not even saying Taylor Swift. It was like some of her lyrics that are not owned by us. They're owned by her. Whenever you see that, do not please fall into the trap of trying to go after the easy money, because that's what a lot of people think. And they also think, well, if they're doing it and Etsy's letting them do it, it must be okay. And that's not the case. There's been some debate that Etsy is not going to do anything until they get a notification from someone else that complains about this situation. And that may be so, but I do believe that it's going to be getting stricter as we move forward, because there's going to be AI bots that are going to be able to go through and see, are these listings violating a trademark or copywritten material? And then you're going to get flagged. We've also heard recently of people saying, well, you can't use third-party mockups because that's going to get you banned. And that may be so. But the only way that I see that happening is, well, using a trademarked mockup that isn't yours, that someone else stole from someone else and then sold that. And then now you're using something that's like a stolen goods. Like you can't do that. The other reason is, well, your mockup might not be of the product that you're selling. It might be close, but it's not the right one. So Etsy doesn't want that, because they're going to get complaints from your customers that say, I bought a sweatshirt and it's a V-neck, but this one here isn't really a true V-neck. It's small, it's not that deep of a cut or something. That's another thing to avoid moving forward. And that's a mistake that Etsy sellers are still making. The other thing is, make sure that your banking information and your address and everything that you put in there is 100% accurate, because you will get shut down, suspended, and a lot of times it might be temporary, but that's also a red flag that can now be put on your account. I believe that Etsy is going to give you certain strikes. I don't know how many, but I do believe that they're going to give you certain strikes. That would count as a strike, even though it's not really a huge deal. You just, you missed a couple of, parts of your address, or maybe you put in the wrong zip code or whatever it is. You don't want a strike on your account from day one. So make sure that when you're putting in your information, it's 100% correct. Those are the big things on how people are going to, they're going to get kicked off, they're going to get banned, and they're going to lose their rights to be able to sell on the Etsy platform. So make sure, please, that you watch this video over if you need to, and make sure that you're not violating trademarks, copywritten material, and that you're also using mockups that represent your products 100%. And if there's any any chance that it's not, don't use it. One little tip though I would do is reach out to any mock-up stores that you're buying them from and ask them, are you actually taking a real photograph of the product, or are you buying these from someone else? Because that's really important. You want to make sure that they're actually photographing the product themselves. So this way here, you're 100% sure that it's the exact product that your customer is going to be getting and that you're representing. Hopefully that helps you and eliminates you out of that batch of people that will be getting shut down in 2024. So make sure that you follow the rules.